What's going on, Neil? We got Neil in the building from United Advertising. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the 411 podcast. It's freestyle sessions. It's Friday, so we're going to let it do what it do. I got a couple friends that might stop by, so we're going to relax, get into some real good conversation, and see what happens. It is what it is. So I want to talk about this 25 years. So I've had this cassette tape for like 25 years. But Share My World, Mary J. Blige, 25 years to this day since this album dropped. I was like, I don't know, 17 years old during that time frame. Mm, craziness. You know, I'm gonna get into this a little bit. I got so much stuff to go over tonight. Got so many different things we're gonna get into. But of course, I gotta talk about the GOAT, Queen of Hip Hop Soul, Miss Mary J. Blige. So anybody out there that knows the Share My World album, let me know what your favorite song is off of this album. Of course, the hit single Love Is All We Need. We can get into I Can Love You featuring Lil Kim. Joints like Share My World, of course, like what's up with that? That's just craziness. And It's On, featuring R. Kelly. That was a big thing. And Missing You, of course, the tour album. That was great. The performance in Los Angeles with that one, of course, everything. Everybody knows that song, everything. Um, Can't Get You Off My Mind with the Locks. Oh, that was my joint when that came out. And then, of course, that record that make you want to get that wine and hit play. Come on now, Get to Know You Better. Man, got the Stevie Wonder elements in there. Roar Ayers with Searching. That's so dope. The Natalie Cole remake, Our Love. And of course, the classic smash hit single, Not Gonna Cry. 25 years since Share My World has been released by the Queen of Hip Hop Soul, Miss Mary J. Blige. Amazing. Can't believe it. So now, speaking of all of these joints off of the Mary J. Blige album, I did skip one, of course, because I'm making that the song of the day. So keep your head. Keep your head is so important. Like, you got to keep your head to the sky. And do we really need to explain why? Like, you have to keep your head to the sky because if not, who else looking out for you? So, points of that song that just touch me is, and every time I look around, there's something out there that is going to make me disagree about how I feel about me. Like, I'm trying to go out here and I'm trying to do the right thing every single day, but trust and believe that there's always something out there lurking, waiting. It's a setup. Something's always out there that I'm going to, come in contact with, might indulge in, whatever it might be. But at the end of the day, it's a setup because it's going to make me feel different about who I know I am, make me feel different about me. That's craziness. So when you know that the traps and all of that stuff is out there, you have to learn how to keep your head up. You got to learn how to keep your spirits up. You got to learn how to stay up because at the end of the day, there's all of this out there waiting to try to tear you down. It's out there. It could be your friends. It could be whoever. It could be anything. At the end of the day, something's always out there waiting to make you feel less than who you really are. So at the end of the day, you have to learn to keep your head to the sky. Craziness. Still relevant to this day. Keep your head. Mary J. Blige off of the Share My World album 1997. That's just some good advice, period, the end, regardless. I could care less if you like to join or you don't understand it or you don't even know it. But at the end of the day, you really need to keep your head to the sky because who else really going to be rocking with us? Who else going to, lift us up when we ain't there? Anyway, what's going on? How you doing? I got to give it up. I listened to the replay. I really don't listen to myself, but I'm starting to listen a little bit more just so that I could, see what's going on. Sometimes I can't see what everybody else sees. But the evolution of the 411 podcast is just absolutely amazing. And from 2 years ago when I press play versus right now, and when I have friends that come on and it's like real life situations, real conversations, and it's real. I mean, these conversations that are broadcasted, when I get the right, combination going on, the right people that come in here, man, it's just outright amazing. And the conversation that I had with David Wayne Fox lets you know exactly what the 411 podcast is about. It's just people coming together, connecting, making it work, discussing, what we need to discuss and get the job done. And my friend David did an amazing job. Please go ahead and watch that replay and go ahead and check him out as well. I also want to give a very special shout out to the $5 Jewelry Queen. Thank you for hooking me up. I'm still rocking your jewelry. Y'all go ahead and check her out. And that's $5 jewelry. So that's the number five. And then you spell her name, Queen. That's Qween. Check out my friend, Mr. Jason T. Davis, all the way from California. I want to say thank you. Shout out to people out there in New Jersey. Miss Gina Smith. Y'all go ahead and check her out. Gina's Events of Love 2022. You can go ahead and get your adulting on and help support, a local business. Mr. Adam Bullock, all the way from Arizona. Y'all go ahead and check him out as well. Amazing voiceover actor. So when I turn myself into a cartoon, because y'all know I love cartoons, for those of you that know me, Mr. Adams definitely going to help with, creating the sounds and all of that stuff. He's amazing. He does that thing. So there's a reason why, we made that connection there, because it's definitely going to happen. Mr. Alex Coquito, all the way from Puerto Rico. Check me out tomorrow night, midnight, on Midnight Vibes. Check him out on YouTube, Alex Coquito, and you can see yours truly. You can get a double dose. You can catch me tomorrow right here on the 411 podcast at 10 to give yourself a break. Go do what you got to do, get it together, and then check me out at midnight on Alex Coquito's page on YouTube. Lamia Michelle, want to say what's up to her. Author Irene Hill, thank you for coming through and supporting me. Dream Team Strategist. And I also want to say what's up, and I do want to apologize to Marquise Toyer. So he was supposed to be on yesterday, but we had some things going on and we had to switch some things around. But I'm thankful that he'll be on here tonight. Mr. Marquise Toyer, recording artist, will be speaking with me tonight here on the 411. So we're going to get him in here one way or the other. I also want to give a very special thank you to the people out there on Facebook. Thank you for supporting. Things were a little iffy on Facebook for a while, but now I see that things are, turning around. So I just want to say thank you so much. Best way that you can help support me out there on Facebook is to please like, comment, and share. Whatever you do, I definitely would appreciate it. Now, there is one social media platform. Also, I want to say what's up to Tamara. Tamara Love, thank you so much. There is one social media platform that I'm never going to get into it, because this happens from time to time. They show love, they don't show love. They love, they hate. It's this love-hate relationship that I got with some of these platforms. Love YouTube. Thank you so much, YouTube. Definitely has never done anything. D Live has never done anything crazy. I'm on Daily Motion as well. But I want to say that there is one social media platform that I'm having a little bit of a problem with right now. So for the people out there that are communicating with me on this platform, it ain't me. I'm not ignoring you. I can't even do a lot of different things on this platform because shit happens sometimes, but you get the peaks and valleys. Twitter was dead for a moment, and then all of a sudden it started to pick up and it's going crazy over there on Twitter. YouTube is, coming through slowly but surely. So the best way that you can support me is if you have these multiple platforms, just go ahead and like, comment, share, hop around, check it out. Click that link above all of my social media platforms. And you can support that way. People on Facebook, just go ahead and share it up and do what you can do. And, I'll holler at you. Thank you so much for coming through. So now, of course, I'm going to go ahead and rewind this thing. We had some great conversation a couple nights ago. And I asked Mr. David Wayne Fox How do you live in a moment when there's so much going on in the world? You turn on the news, you get it this way. He was actually in the heart of a shooting event. So, the world is crazy. People are crazy. So, how do you live in a moment? And basically, when you wake up the next day, how do you say, okay, whatever happened yesterday, happened yesterday. Today, I'm going to just go full forward and I'm not going to have an issue. I have to ask you that question. Everybody handles things a little bit different. So, how do you live in a moment when there's so much going on in the world today? Not only that, you deal with you deal with whatever, you deal with your family, you deal with whatever you have to deal with in general, right? But the craziest part is after you get done doing that, then life just goes ahead and hits you with some crazy tests. And then there you go. We dealt with this. We saw this on the news. We saw that. We didn't think that anything would happen to us. What's going on, Nene? How you doing? And then all of a sudden, life happens to us. These unexpected tests that come up. And it's just a test. So now how do you handle it? Do you go with the flow? Do you get upset? Do you crack? Do you scream? Do you cry? Or do you just go ahead and handle it? It's life. It's going to happen. You get your ups and you get your downs and, your peaks and your valleys and stuff like that. When I think back on my life of who I was before, I used to get so upset. I used to just let things just rock me. I used to let things just take me so off track. I guess it was a lesson. I guess I had to learn it because when I tell you that the test is never over and they still keep coming, every single day I get tested. And I get tested on some real emotional pieces that, with people that mean a lot to me. And I'm like, yo, this is a test. I need to know how I'm going to handle this situation because we already handled it one way for so many years and it didn't work. Now you got another opportunity to go ahead and fix this thing and change things. Because I don't want to stay stuck. That's one thing that upsets me if I stay stuck. I was stuck for so many years. So now that we understand and we know the game, because life is a game, and we need to go ahead and maneuver a little bit differently so we can get to the next level. Getting yourself to the next level is being able to handle these unexpected tests that life goes ahead and pops up. You never know what's going to happen. You can come home and a person that you've been wrapped up and you've been so in love with all of a sudden says, guess what? Not today. It's a wrap. It's over. What you gonna do? You gonna fold up? You gonna lose it because this one person don't want to be with you? One thing that I've learned is that when life gives me these tests, I welcome it. I may not know the answer right then and there, but I take all of my questions. I take all of the things that I have and I go ahead and put it somewhere else where someone bigger than me, better than me, higher than me can help me. Because me going back and forth with you, when you sitting here trying to tell me something that I don't want to hear, is not really giving me what I need. Sometimes I don't need to do all of this. I need to just zip it, take my questions, and then get my answers a little bit later. And when those doors shut, because I've had plenty of them shut in 2022 already, man, y'all don't even know the half what goes on with all this little social media mess that goes on and all of this, creator world and podcasting world. I've had stuff ripped off of me. I've had people doors shut. I got more nonsense going on that's coming down the pipe. What you think I'm gonna lose it? I'm gonna get all crazy. I'm gonna go and post something and air somebody out here live. Mm-mm. See, when you embrace things and you accept things, and that door shuts, that chapter is over, that book is closed, that next one gonna be open. So the more that I take my mind to a level of saying, this is a test. I'm not gonna let this break me. I'm not gonna let this tear me down. I'm not gonna let these little distractions. My friend Queen Dawn Spirit said, Laren, you know what you're supposed to do. You know what you have to do. But you also know that there's going to be these little distractions that show up to try to take you off of your path because you know what you know. Come on now, when what you know about yourself, and sometimes it takes us a long time to get to this place, but once you get it, you know. Man, please. So, if it ain't a problem, right? If you ain't worthy of anything, right? If you ain't doing the right thing, there'll be no test. So remember that when these tests come up and when these trials come up, that's because you're doing the right thing. You moving, you're trying to get off of that level. You about to get to the next level. So of course, somebody's gonna come through to try to get you off course, shake you up a little bit. Man, please. Let's see what my friends got to say tonight. Hey, hey, hey. I don't know if you're still out there, but let me see what we got here. I ain't talked to you in a minute either, Nini. What's going on? You might need to come up here on freestyle sessions tonight. I see you still out there. I don't know what's going on, but in any case, if you'd like to speak to me tonight, you can text me 609 738 and I'll pull you up on the 411 hotline here. So you can also request me live on Instagram, but like I said, there's a little hateration going on around here, as my girl Mary would say. So things may not be right. But in any case, you can always hit the 411 hotline up 609 738 I'm gonna just be randomly calling people till somebody pick up.
Hello?
What's going on? What's going on?
What's up, bro? What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. I just want to say thank you so much for, being understanding that, we had to cancel last night's show. A lot of things were going on, but I appreciate you for coming through tonight. So thank you
No
for that.
problem, dog.
So now, where are you calling from?
I'm from Calera, Alabama. My name is Marquise Toyer, but you can call me Q.
Q, call you Q. All right, so you're from Alabama. That's what's up. I don't believe that I had anyone from Alabama in a while. I know Valene Jackson, author Valene Jackson, is down there. She don't like to tell people that she's from Alabama. She thinks that it's very country and backwards, and I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah, I'm proud of where I come from. You feel me?
I'm like, where you from? She don't want to tell anybody. Whenever she come on a podcast, we skip over that answer, that question. So you're a recording artist.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So describe your music. What type of music you do?
I rap and I sing a little bit. I guess it's like a chill, smoke type vibe. You get what I'm saying? I'm not on no
Hmm.
like gang bang, shoot 'em up type shit. I'm just a chill ass dude, just like to smoke and relax, highlight some females. You feel me? Just simple shit like that.
Okay. All right. All right. I can feel that. Um, how long you been doing this?
Almost 4 years. Almost 4 years.
Okay. Okay. Now you got an album out.
Nah, I just my music's on SoundCloud right now. I'm working on my album right now, so I'm gonna put that out sometime this year. I'm just putting it all together, just make sure everything is perfect for it.
That's good. I truly believe that you take your time, you perfect your craft,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that it's right with you before you go ahead and put it out there. See, now when it comes to music and a lot of entertainment, and even in the creator world, um, people just be dropping albums like every other day. Up, I got an album
Right.
today. Tomorrow, I got another album. Next week, I'm on my 13th album. And I
For
feel
sure.
I feel like people just be putting stuff out there, and they really don't put the time in it to do it the way artists used to do it back in the day.
Yeah, I just feel like in today's era, it's all about streams, and some artists just want to make money. They really don't care about the craft of it. You get what I'm saying? But I respect the art, so I just
Hmm.
want to take my time and make sure everything is right because I just want to make sure people are like rocking with the music. I don't care like if it sells this or gets this amount of streams. I want people to live with
Hmm.
it for a long time. You feel me?
I hear you. Now, what age bracket you in? Teens, or you in the 20s, 30s, 40s? I know you ain't in no
Um,
40s, but We'll
My
take.
music, I guess it's for like the younger generation, like kids my age. I'm 23, so it's like about
Mm-hmm.
30 years, like 18 to 30, 15 to 30. Like a lot of people, I think people can relate to my music. It's just I talk about things. I'm still a kid basically, just growing up in this world. So I think a lot of people can relate to what I'm saying.
All right, so now let me switch things up again because you opened up Pandora's box a little bit with the age bracket, and I'm just thinking of some things. That's all. I'm just thinking.
Uh,
So, I do a segment which is called Burning Questions, and that's just a segment where I go ahead and flip it and put my guest in a hot seat and ask a question that basically really has nothing to do with what we're speaking about. So we're just gonna get right
okay.
into some burning questions here, and this is freestyle session, so it's very random. It's gonna be, just out of control. So it is what it is. But
All right.
before I get into that, I want to say, Enrich Mom, I might have to call you on the 411 hotline because, like I said, some social media platforms are being a little shady right now. So even though that you are requesting me, the powers that be that hold the key at this moment, they might be blocking this situation because they don't want some things to happen. So everybody, if you really want to support Laren Gaines at this moment, you would please go ahead and follow over on YouTube and, hit me up that way. Put all your comments, put all your time, put all your energy into YouTube. And, some of these platforms, it is what it is. Like, we may not even have them in the future. So, whatever. But anyway, so I'm going to hit you up on the 411 hotline after we get done with Mr. Q here. We getting ready to get into these burning questions. And
All right.
it's been a minute since I've been on, so we chilling tonight. We might go over a little bit. Who cares? It is what it is.
I
All
got
right. So now I want to know: are your music? I get it. Younger generation, y'all seem to be just out there. I'm gonna be gentle with my words, but just out there when it comes to the dating world. So we gonna go there for the younger people. I want to know where your mindset is because I know how it is with people who are a little older. Should one engage with dating someone if they're already wrapped up with somebody else? So, for instance, I'm in this situation. I think I might be with this person tomorrow, next week. We might be in it. Some days we out of it, but that's my go-to person. But I still like you
you.
too. But I still like you too. So would you how would you stick and move in a situation like that? Would you even think about engaging with somebody who is already wrapped up some kind of way? It might be emotional. It might not even be a sexual thing. Guess what? We may not be kicking it like that, but for some reason, I'm pulling at your heartstrings. We may not even be in a sexual situation, but our
Mm.
heartstrings are tied up. Could you still step in and say, "Yo, listen, I really want to come in here and try to, you know, show you what I got because this is only half of it. I'm going to give you the whole. I'm going to give you everything." Would you jump into something like that? You think your younger generation even thinks like that?
For me personally, no. If somebody's in a relationship, I'm not trying to like jump in and do or try to be your boyfriend type shit. Like, if are we gonna cuss on here?
Yeah, we can now. Now that we drop some social media platforms, this is what I'm talking about. But yeah, you say what you want to say.
Okay. Shit, if you want to fuck, like that's cool, but I'm not trying to be your boyfriend or anything. Or you get what I'm saying? I'm just not that type of nigga. You feel me?
Now, is that what it's all about, though? Like, does the
Oh no,
relationship come
it's not
first
all.
these days?
It's not. It's not all about sex. It's just like it's part of it though. You get what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I don't know. In today's dating age, especially for my generation, it's hard to date because like there's so many options for women and everything, and shit, men
What
have options
what's
too.
that
So
mean? Let's back that up. What does that mean? So many options.
like they have amounts of guys that give them attention. You get what I'm saying? So they can just
Hmm.
go to that guy or that guy for attention and everything. You get what I'm saying? So
And what
I
what
don't
is
know.
what does that attention include, though? I need you to school me. What's this intention mean? So they
Like
got so many
just
options.
hitting them up on the phone. Like give somebody to give them emotional support. If they can't get it from some person, somebody they're gonna get it from somebody else.
Hold on a minute. Let me check my phone. Okay, gotcha. No, I feel you. And you say, so basically everybody has so many different options now.
Yeah,
So what's the point of being in a relationship then if you got so many options?
yeah, that's the hard point. Like some people want to get into a relationship, but then they run into people they want to get into a relationship with, but like some you want to get into a relationship with somebody, but they don't have that same energy for you like you have for that person. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
And you met and they mess it all up.
now you hit something though. But
Mm-hmm.
if you putting out that energy, right? That same energy, do you believe that if you continue to put out that energy that it's going to come back to you in one way, shape, or form? It might not be with that person that you putting all of that energy into right now, but if you
Yeah,
believe in a higher power, do you believe that another door will open? If that one gets shut, all of that energy you was putting into that one person, it comes back in another form.
yeah, it can, but it's hard because like you get into this situation with one person, you try,
Hmm.
you're like, damn, that didn't work. Now it's hard for you to do it again because you don't want to get hurt again. You get what I'm saying?
Because you don't want to get hurt again because you have some fear. But if
Yeah,
you
there's that.
but if
Mm-hmm.
you understand and you know fear comes from the enemy.
Right.
Sometimes you got to look at some things and you got to be like, you know what, that is cool. I just did God's plan. This was just all God's plan. I was just working it out and I was just doing what I had to do. It's
For
cool.
sure.
It's cool. I'm gonna get mine. I'm gonna get mine on the other side. You have to have a good positive outlook on some. I ain't saying be stupid now, because there's some people that are out
Yeah.
that right stupid. We ain't stupid
Mm.
today. I'll tell you that much. But that's
Yeah,
what's
and there's
up.
the fear of just looking stupid at the end of the day. You're like, why did I put my energy into this person when they didn't give a fuck about me? You get
Because
what
it,
I'm saying?
because sometimes people are put into your life to teach you some things. It's a test.
That's true.
I talked about tests in the
That's true.
beginning of the show. You fail it, you got to do the shit again, and that's why some people attract the same type of people in their lives because they don't know,
Damn, you're right.
they don't understand that this is a test here. Excuse me.
Mm.
Well, we already cussing and stuff in here tonight, but you fuck over somebody else, right? You know that that's
Mm.
gonna come back to you in one way, shape, or form, and it's called karma. So what you did to one
Right.
person, you're gonna have to deal with it two, three, situations down the road. It's gonna come back. I can't tell you how many times I've been in this situation, right? What's going on, Moraz
Mm.
Beats? Moraz Beats from France is in the building. I'd be like, damn, wow, those tables are so reversed because I remember I treated somebody like this. Now I'm getting treated this way. You ever had that
Right.
situation
Uh-huh.
where you treated somebody a certain way and then it came back and you were like, yo, this is crazy how I'm the one who's on the other side right now.
Yeah, shit don't feel good.
But now that I done, made it all deep here tonight, go ahead and let people know where they can go ahead and get your music at and follow you on all of your social media platforms.
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram at Nandukeq, Nandukeq. You can click the link in my bio. My music's on SoundCloud. All my music is there. I also have a YouTube channel. Just type in Marquise Toyer,
Okay.
MarquiseToyer. You can
Hold
find my
hold on a
freestyles and
minute.
ciphers on
Let me get the YouTube up right now. I'm gonna go ahead and follow you on that as soon as I get this together here.
there. Mm-hmm.
Now you said that you wanted to come through and give us a little bit. You wanted to share something with us. What you gonna give us
Are you talking
tonight?
about?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
said
can
you.
share a little something if you want me to.
Now, when you describe yourself, like when it comes to anybody that's out there in the entertainment industry today, who would you like compare yourself to? And I know it's rough to compare yourself to people because not a lot of people like to do that. But if there was some resemblance, something like that, what could people get out of that? What genre? Who would they stack you up with?
Yeah, when the artists I've like gotten inspiration from and I like compare my or got inspiration from is like artists like Kendrick Lamar, Isaiah Rashad,
Mm.
J. Cole,
Oh yeah, that's another good
SZA,
one. Mm-hmm,
I love Summer
mm-hmm.
Walker,
Mm.
who else? Brent Fayez,
Okay.
Shay Eckroth.
All right,
Just
now,
a chill, laid back artist. You feel me?
so I'm waiting for this thing. So now, give me your YouTube channel again, so I can go ahead and type this in.
Yeah. Marquise Toyer. MARQUISE. Then Toyer. TOYER.
All right, let me see. Let me see. Um, Q Magoo. I got you.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so I got it. All right, so go ahead. Let us know what you're gonna go ahead and give us. What's it
Oh,
called?
you talking about?
Yeah, you're gonna do something right now for us, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
what's it called?
it's a verse off one of my songs. I haven't recorded it yet. I'm just
Mm,
still working on it, but I'll spit it for y'all. So, all right, you
okay.
ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, here we go. Nick in the car, got weed in the stash. Fucking with the shorty here, she looking really bad. Think that I'ma fuck it up, I'm about to go and crash. Hitting up the homie, I just really need some gas. Gas and smoke, gotta get on the road. I done went into a van and hit put on the show. I'm just straight up from the Bama, and my mama know that a nigga gonna get it to the commas road. It's the drama note. Kicked out the dough. I'ma stack up on some cheese like domino. I'ma do it for the sea. I'ma rhyme some more. All my niggas gonna get it. I supply the dough. I'ma fuck a couple bitches. Pray to God to get the picture. Wanna go and shake the system. Stay the fuck up out the prison. Just to stun up on these niggas. They been counting on my bitches. Then these niggas get the switching. I just got to keep my distance, motherfucker. That's it right
Yo, I
there.
like that. I like that. All right, all right. All right. Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you. And we have to give you to come back. So we got to come back and do this thing the right way. I'm going to hit you up
Mm-hmm.
after the show's done. And, we're going to have you come back on the phone one the right way because your time
All right.
got a little robbed.
Are you good?
But thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you for having me. Just keep in contact with me, dog.
I will do. Take care now.
All right. Have a
All
good
right.
one.
There y'all have it. Mr. Marquise Toyer. I had to get him to come back. Yesterday, listen, what I've learned about the 4-1 podcast is that this right here, this is my ministry, right? Whatever type of way it is. Like, you may have not been spiritual, you may have not been inspirational, may not have even heard of anything when it comes to what I got going on here. But what I've learned is that this is my ministry. And with that, I can't, excuse my language, but I can't fuck with it. So if I'm not in my right mind frame and I'm not coming with it, like I said, those tests in life, I realized that if I'm not coming out here right, I'm not going to do it. As I continue to evolve and I continue, this is me. This is it. Like what you get, this is it. So I know that I have to come out here and I got to come correct. So when the tests come and when shit happens and when people play games, when they say they gonna show up and then they don't show up and then I'm sitting here advertising and putting other people's names out there and they ain't doing shit for the 4-1 podcast. They ain't doing nothing for reading between the lines and they just trying to get over to get over. Man, I had to stop that shit. So if you ever see that something pops up and then all of a sudden something, gets canceled or taken down, it is what it is because this ain't no joke and we ain't sitting here trying to play. We ain't being taken for a ride. This is too much greatness going on in a 4-1 podcast and that way I have to show up the right way. So if something happens and I can't come and give it to you correct the way I know how to do it, I just back off and I say, all right, it's cool. When the time is right, we're going to press play. We press and play tonight, you're going to go in there, you're going to do it the right way. And we ain't half stepping and we ain't doing no bullshit. We're going to do it the right way. It is what it is. I ain't worried about it all. All of that stuff, all of the people that do what they do, I mean, y'all can have whatever you have. It is what it is. We are in our own world. We are in our own zone. I ain't worried about what you got going on. I don't care if you don't come back and listen, when that door closes, sometimes you just gotta say thank you. We'll just keep it moving. All right, let's see who else we're gonna reach out to. We up tonight. And I got my good Cabernet. So I'm feeling right tonight. We had France come in the building tonight, which is so very important. And let's see what my next guest got going on here. You want to talk to me? 609-738-0611. Text me. Hello, hello, hello.
All right.
How are you doing?
I'm well, no complaints. How are you? You popping?
It's been a minute. I was on a little vacation, so I'm back. Um, you got
Okay.
you got me on speakerphone.
Yeah, I got you in the car because I didn't know that. But I'm about to pull over real
Wait a
quick.
minute.
I
Wait a
can
minute.
talk on the phone.
Wait a minute. How were you about to go live and you driving?
No, I got the hands free on. So you like on the car.
Oh, okay. You got to turn your radio down.
Hold on. I'm about to pull over. Hello.
Yeah, you there?
Yeah.
All right. So I think it's so crazy how we met. I didn't believe it at first. I was like, I don't know if this is real. It's not normally people don't hit me up on Twitter, but something happened and we met on Twitter. So what happened?
Yeah, no, I was watching something else that you had recorded, and I don't know. I was just, I don't. I mean, I'm networking for this specialist, so I
Your
was
phone.
just like,
Hold on. I
I
want to
don't
make
know.
sure.
I just picked you up. I wasn't really expecting like, cause like I only been on Twitter since December, so you
Mm-hmm.
don't really see too much video on Twitter. It's more like talking.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know how I came across your video because we weren't friends.
That's
You
so
know,
great.
so
So
divine
crazy. I
acquaintance.
want to I want to make sure that you get everything right. So your phone sounds a little muffled. I don't know what's going on with it, but I want to make sure to hear you crystal clear when it comes time for you to let people know who you are.
Okay, hold on. Let me, hello?
Yeah, we good. We good now. So yeah, it was
Oh,
so.
I think that I had you on the Instagram still.
Oh, okay. So it was so crazy how we met on Twitter. Like I said, most people that hit me up on Twitter just be like, I don't know. So I didn't know if you were real or not, and you ended up being real. And can I ask you what your name is? Because it's a little interesting.
My name is Shantae, but I go by Enrichment because that is my mission, to just empower moms and to enrich moms to empower themselves.
Mm,
So enrich actually stands for abundance. So as moms, we are abundant. So it's like the more not, and I write ebooks. So it's like
mm.
the more knowledge we share, the more abundance we receive.
Absolutely. I just spoke about that, and I checked out your Instagram page and everything, and I checked you out, and you speaking some real stuff. So I got to give you credit for that. And I was having that conversation, pretty much all week. The more you give, the more you get. Like, and it can be in so many different forms. Some people think it's money. Some people think it's possessions. Sometimes when you're pouring out, just like what we're doing right here, spitting some knowledge, you're putting it out there in the universe. And as long as you're doing the right thing, it's all going to come back to you one way or the other. Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, but it's that karma. You put good energy in there, you get good energy back. So,
I agree.
my best friend who passed away, my childhood friend, my number one friend, her name was Shantae.
Uh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm a Christian, so you find divinely connected.
Yeah. When's your birthday?
June 17th.
Okay, okay. Well, now, if you can go
I'm a
ahead.
Gemini, so I got multiple personalities.
Is that real? Because I've heard that when it comes to Gemini's, I've heard that. I mean, people can say that about Sagittarius too, because we could be a little love you one day, can't stand you
Yeah,
5 minutes later, and be in love again 2 minutes after.
yeah, I think that's that whole season, October, November.
Let me tell you, can't stand you 1 minute, and then love you the next minute. And then 5 minutes later, it's just this back and forth thing. Mm-mm-mm. My best friend was a my best friend was a Scorpio, and when I tell you that her and I had this crazy, I mean wicked love hate relationship. 1 minute we love each other, the next minute we hate each other, and then we hate in the fact that we hate each other because we know we love each other so much. It was just craziness.
That's how it is.
So now you on this inspirational thing, which I absolutely love, and I'm glad that we are able to connect. And what I've learned in life is that there are no coincidences. I've had recent things happen to me in my life where it's like, okay, like this was meant to happen. All of this stuff that we got going on right now, all these interactions that we have, whoever is listening, who's ever watching, the message that is going to be delivered tonight, you were meant to get whatever is coming out tonight. People who watch the replay and stumble across this video, there's no coincidence. There's no coincidence that you and I met and that we are having this conversation now. We are interacting. 5 years from now, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, remember that? 10 years from now, whatever time it is, we're gonna be like, yo, that was just so crazy that it happened that way. I've had a series of events that really have triggered me and tested me. Um, March was rough. April was just a continuation of the tests that are coming. And I understand that as I continue to go through this, there's going to be so many tests, but it's how I handle it and what's my reaction going to be. So, the question I have for you is that sometimes we get put into situations that we don't want to be in. Sometimes we put ourselves in some situations and we're like, what did we do? Like, why is this happening? So, do you feel that you have the strength, the courage, and the power to change your immediate circumstances? You get yourself into a situation, you get yourself into whatever it is. Do you believe that you have everything that you need to go ahead and change it?
Absolutely. I've definitely been through those showers, and I know that it's always, once you're always something in the morning, like once you're out of that darkness, as long as you stay focused, eyes on the prize, like God will literally equip you with everything you need, like, and anything you're supposed to have, you're not going to be cheated from getting. So it's like, even through it seems like you're taking detours on the mission, I feel like the will be the times that we did get ourselves into that. So it's like, I believe in God, so I feel like God will be like, well, get yourself out of this, get yourself
Mm,
out of this. So it'd be like that sometimes, but it's like you said earlier, like, if you don't pass that test, you're going to have to go through it again. So it's like, once you see those repetitive cycles,
mm-hmm,
the only one that can break it is you. Like
mm-hmm.
the, you have everything you need, so you have the key in your pocket. Nobody else has the key in your pocket to your destiny.
That is
So
so
once
that is so dope because it's like you keep going around in a circle and a circle and a circle because you keep doing the same thing. But the minute that you change it up a little bit and you change it up, then all of a sudden God, universe, Allah, Buddha, whoever is like, all right, good.
open
You're
doors.
listening now. You're listening now. So because you're listening, now I'm going to change the course a little bit and let you
Right.
run in a bigger circle. And you running in a bigger circle, and you're going to keep running in this circle until you understand and know what is happening and what you got to change on this track. Once you skip over or you jump over that hole that you keep falling in, all of a sudden it's like, okay, good. Now you got that. You passed that test. Let's go ahead and give you a little bit more. You got it. You're getting rewarded for
Yeah.
honestly learning from your own, you know, mistakes that you've made or, whatever.
I agree. And I feel like those those levels, like when it's time for you to level up, that's exactly how it is. Like once you pass that test, your next level is not based on the time. It's based on that
Oh,
timeline. So once you hit that mark, okay, you can go to the
wait,
next level.
wait.
And you hit the mark on that next level.
Can you do me a favor? I don't know what it is, but I want to hear you so good, but it's just not the volume is just not doing it. I don't know what it is. Sometimes when they have me on speakerphone, it don't come through right. But you were speaking, you're speaking so much good stuff, and I just want, I need it. Yeah. So
I be reading it too. I be hearing it and I just be sharing the information. So that's basically my mission, you know?
that's what's up. I love that about you. So please go ahead and let people know where they can go ahead and follow you at.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Smart is my handle. And books can be found on Etsy and Gumroad. And you gave me the extra idea if I'm doing a YouTube, try to see what's going on YouTube. But for now, those are my handles. And I'm in Gumroad and Linktree slash also has both the English gallery and
Okay. I'm gonna say what's up to Mr. Jacquees Washington. I'm sure that you have had your baby at this point. I'm sure because I know the last time we talked, you were almost there. So congratulations. Maybe I'm saying it too soon. I don't know, but I should be right on time. Thank you for supporting as well. I might be right on time. I'm sure I'm right on time. So now let's go ahead and flip it up a little bit. We doing burning questions. So um, do I make you laugh? Because you laughing a lot. I'm about to. You know, a lot of people say, and first of all, this wine is making me laugh too. Wine is making me feel real good. But a lot of people said, Laren, you need to bring back those crazy burning questions. You need to, that's what it's about. That's what the 4-on-1 podcast started off about. It was those burning questions. So it is what it is. We gonna do it. So the question that I have to ask is, when the love is over, right? Because sometimes it's over. Is it okay to still keep in touch with your ex? Ex's family, not the ex, but we can do the ex too, but the ex's family. Is it good to still do that?
I mean, for me personally, once I cut off, everybody's cut off. Like, I don't keep no strings, nothing attached, no reason for no extra drama or trying to hinder my future. Like, it's nothing personal. Like, the love is not lost, but I just don't like it.
You know what? That is so deep that you said that, to try to hinder your future. We just sat here and we just spoke about when one door closes, sometimes you need to let that shit close. Because if you don't let it close and you just keep it open and you back and forth and you in and you out, it won't work. Now, I'll tell you that I was never the type that was like, fuck that. Like, once it's over, it's over. All of my breakups were absolutely horrible. I haven't had one that was successful where I'm like, cool, we gonna be friends. Like, I cussed you out. Listen, I cussed you out, told you to get the fuck out of my life, leave me alone. Now, later on down the road, I might have hit you up again when I was feeling a little lonely. But it still didn't end right. It wasn't that mutual real type stuff. So even when I went back to some of those situations that didn't end right, guess what happened? It repeated again and it still didn't end right. Like, you didn't learn your lesson, and that's could be the problem with some people. If you don't just let shit go, you might think that everything's cool. Like, yeah, we still cool, we still chilling, we still talking, but guess what? You're not able to elevate to the next level because that person, that relationship, that situation is keeping you stuck. You don't know that you stuck. How crazy is that you don't even know that you stuck, and that if you had shut that door and you let that shit close, you've been elevated to the next level. But you don't know.
Right people would have walked in like.
But you don't know what you. Sometimes we don't know what we don't know, right? So, but you're just so used to being comfortable and doing the things that you're doing, you ain't willing to take that leap, that jump, that test, and sometimes fear keeps us stuck, which is all of the situations that we were talking about. So, is it cool to even be good with the ex if you ain't good with the family? You just saying no, period, forget it, right?
Like I feel like that saying one man's trash. Like I look at it like trash. You don't go dig back in the garbage.
But
I see those pair of shoes. Like, let me go get them out the garbage.
but
Once it's over, it's over.
but they do say that another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Yeah, well, let them find treasure in the junkyard. Or what if you trash is over the treasure? Like,
No,
you would have went to recycling. Recycling, I can see.
I
Trash, no.
I believe that another man's treasure is another one's treasure because when you've been thrown out, listen, I know a lot of people been thrown out. When you've been thrown out in the trash, you build yourself up and you learn the lessons. When you learn the lessons, you are no longer somebody else's trash. You become a blessing. So if you listen, they might call you whatever they want to call you, but if you stay stuck and you believe that, then that's what you are going to be. But if you learn your lesson and be like, okay, so you treated me this way, but I got here, but that don't mean I have to stay stuck here. And by you building yourself up and by you changing and learning from your mistakes, yes, you become a treasure again, and that could be somebody else's treasure because you've learned from your mistakes from the past, and therefore you won't bring that baggage and that drama into a new situation.
Yes, that's true. But the trash doesn't always have to be the person that was put out. Like, sometimes the trash is the person putting out the trash that thinks they're putting out the trash
You better say it.
because that's
You better
their
say it.
perception.
hmm Listen, I've been somebody's trash 1,000 times, and you know what I have to say? Like Yo-Yo said,
They're
thank you for letting me be by myself again. Because
right.
if you didn't, I wouldn't be here today. And man, I look back at what y'all thought that y'all had. Y'all thought that you had something that was good and you threw it away. Please, you wish that you had this now. Man,
Right.
let me tell
And when
you.
you know, you know.
When you know, you know, when you know. Moraz Beat
Yeah.
says, when you close that door, someone can open on the outside and be happy with it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like you don't have to love me for everything. Everything that y'all see here today, like I don't want to fake no funk. Like, this is gonna be me. It is what it is. You know, just love me for who I am. And when you can love me for me and like I love me for me, it is what it is.
I'm here for it. I'm here for
I
it.
mean, y'all ever been into a situation where you actually have to you put on a front when you first meet somebody? Like I told myself I'm not gonna do this time because we all do this representative shit, right?
Yeah.
And show up.
I used to.
After a while, I was like, excuse my language, but after a while, I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm taking this head wrap off. I'm taking all this shit off. You gonna look at me and you gonna see what the fuck I look like when I wake up in the morning. And if you like it, then we cool. Then fuck that shit because I'm not gonna run around here putting head wraps on and all this shit just to make it work. Like, fuck it. Like, and I had to do that and I had to say that. And did I like looking at myself sometimes that way? No. But then after a while, it was like, all right, well, you still showing up, right? So
Right.
you might be the one because you still showing up when you see me not like the way that I am here on the 411. So, but
Yeah. That's important though, because like knowing that somebody loves you just for you and you could be yourself, like that
yeah,
helps you embrace yourself more. You know.
I've lived so many times in my life where I put on a front trying to be somebody that I wasn't just to keep a relationship going. And you know how
Mhm.
fucking exhausting that is and how depressing that is when
Yes.
you know that you can't be who you are because you're sitting here trying to put on this front. And it's like, we on all the time. This fucking performance is on all the time. And
Right.
I'll be the one to be like, lights out, camera out. Like, can I keep my paycheck and fucking leave? Because I'm over. I want to be done. Cancel this fucking series because it's a wrap and it's over. Like, mm. Anyway, I'm doing a little bit too much
It
tonight.
be like that sometimes because it's like you at the end of the day when you're by yourself picking up those pieces, now you gotta become a whole nother person because
Yeah.
you allow them to pick at those little pieces of who you are, you know?
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. I feel you on that. So
It's a process.
this was real good conversation, and I know you're gonna come back, but
Yes,
it's but it,
sir.
but it's a
Sure.
it's a couple months though. I just want to tell you, we
No,
booking
you're good.
We booking up for July right now. I'm still so thankful that, you
Yeah.
know, people are still coming through and wanting to check out the Form One, despite all the hateration, all of the nonsense that be going on behind the scenes. When I tell people that y'all really have no idea what happens in order for me to get here every night at 10 p.m., you really have no idea.
Well, I'm glad you made it. I'm thankful for you making it, coming through, making it happen because, other people need you. Not, it's for you, but it's also for other people that, looking forward to this little bit of time. Like, they might need that little nugget that you're giving out. So, as
Hmm.
long as you keep showing up, God gonna keep showing out.
Yeah, that's right. That's what's up. Go ahead and do me a favor and let everybody know where they can go ahead and follow you at again.
And Rich Mom, Rich Mom. One is my handle on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can find my link there to my ebooks to learn more.
Now, you know your volume would start straightening up towards the end of the show, right? I just want to tell you that. But you have a very wonderful name, Shantae, and it's also spelled the way that my friend always used to say. She used to be like, "My name is Sean Tay." Sean
Yes,
Tay.
that's what I said.
Please make sure that you
Sure.
say Sean Tay because it's so easy to say Shantae. She's like, "No, my name is Sean Tay."
My name
So,
is hyphenated. My mom put a hyphen in there. So I was
mhm,
like, those two words. Not Shantae, it's Sean. Okay.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
So, yes, that's her nose. That's
She used to let people know my name is Sean Tay. That's so funny. So we will
her nose.
continue this conversation part two when you come back in the summer. And I just want to say thank you so much, and I will be in touch after tonight.
All right, definitely. Have a good evening.
You too. Take care now. Thank you.
All right, you too.
So, for those of you who just caught that, I met a new friend from Twitter. So, you never know what social media platform you might go ahead and check me out on. And we can go ahead and run it. It's been a minute since went ahead and ran down the whole line. But I'm on Facebook. Thank you so much to the Facebook family. Instagram, thank you for the Instagram people who came through. Twitter, YouTube, D Live, Twitch. I'm also on Daily Motion. The best way that you can go ahead and support me right now is to go ahead and share all of my videos on Facebook. If you can go ahead and like, comment, and share on YouTube as well. And then go ahead and check me out on Daily Motion. Everything is at Laren Gaines. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming through and checking out the 4-1 podcast tonight. I definitely do appreciate each and every one of you out there. Now, if you would like to support in another matter, you can go ahead and click that link above all of my social media platforms. And you can go inside of Volume 1.5 Deliberation Remix Journal, and you can get my new book for $7.99, a 30-day transformational journey towards a healthier mindset. I'm giving you some of the things that are coming out of that book. See, I had to write that book and I had to get into that mindset. See, the man that you see here today was the man that I never even knew existed. I had to get it together. I had to change my situation. I had to change my circumstances. I had to say, absolutely not. I love me a little bit more than you think you love me. Because you telling me all of the things that you want to tell me. I love you, this, that, the next, the other. But all of that, it meant nothing if I didn't feel it on the inside. And because I didn't feel it on the inside, I wasn't giving you that same thing in return. Listen, I'm sharing some stories from my past. I'm giving you a little bit about the present of where I am right here now. And I'm also thinking into the future where I want to be. Check it out. Volume 1.5 The Liberation Remix Journal, a 30-day transformational journey towards a healthier mindset. Could not do it without my executive producer, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for allowing me to come out here and give y'all the 4-1 podcast one more time in life. Now, we just heating it up because we got a very, very special guest tomorrow. It's so special that I'm not even going to say who it is. I'm just going to say you need to join tomorrow because you're really going to get some good conversation. And when I say a very special guest, oh, we leveling up on a 4-1 podcast. We got celebrities coming up in the building. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is. See you tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have YRE Hair Growth coming in on Sunday, Miss Tony Green. We going to the ATL on Sunday. We doing it. And I have some very special news that I'm going to be sharing with y'all within the next couple months. Next couple months, excuse me. Next couple weeks, because it is coming up in about a month. We got some great news coming up. And I want to share this experience with each and every one of you. And I want you to see another part of the transformational journey that I'm on right now about love, life, understanding who I am, forgiveness, accepting people for who they are, and possibly being able to find love again. Mm-mm-mm. Is it real, y'all? Is it real? Is it really real? I'm pinching myself saying, what's going on? Hmm. Thank you so much. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here, 4-1 Podcast. I cannot thank y'all enough. Thank you for rocking with me. See y'all tomorrow, 10 p.m. Special guest tomorrow. Celebrity status. Craziness. See you tomorrow. Good night.